I couldn't wait to open these up. So even though it's pretty late, I think I want to do a live opening of these cards. Hopefully we get some pretty good hits. Hopefully we might get a Enchanted card. I mean, that is always the ultimate pull that we can get from these boxes. I'm hoping that we can have some fun tonight. Either way, this is a brand new set. I have none of these cards so far. So yeah, by the way, also, just in case, I burned myself pretty hard this week. So this is just like a little thing that a product I put on it so that it doesn't burn too much. So if you guys are wondering, you're going to see my hands a lot. And yeah, just wanted to point it out. I burned myself pretty hardcore this week with a soldering iron. So it's like a little product I put on it, and it protects the skin so that basically the pain, it doesn't contact the air. So first of all, before we're going to get started pretty quick on this stuff, but I wanted to start by opening up the playmat I have, because I have a playmat here that I got. It's the Big Hero 6 playmat, and it's pretty fun. It's my first Lorcana playmat that I got, just because I was using Magic playmats before. And it's actually a pretty nice one. So I wanted to open it up, take a quick look at it, and we're going to be opening the cards on it. So, you know, I thought it was pretty fitting. We'll have a playmat to open the cards on. So it's actually really, really nice. I'm going to pull out the camera just a tiny bit. It might lose focus a bit because I'm not using autofocus, because I want to make sure that the cards are all visible. But it's actually a really nice playmat. I really like this. It comes from the song from Big Hero 6, We Could Be Immortals, which is a song card if you guys didn't know from the previous set. So pretty nice one. It's gonna be pretty sweet. So pretty excited that I have finally a playmat that's gonna sort of match when I'm playing the game. Not that the Magic playmats, like, functionally they're the same, but, you know, it'll be thematic now. I use regular yellow mustard. It really kills the pain. Is awesome for burns. Okay, awesome. I didn't know that. I didn't try. This is like a specialized product, like I said, but I might try that out. By the way, I have a big weekend ahead of me, because not only am I starting my vacation, but I got a brand new graphics card for the computer. It's not the latest generation, you know what I mean? But I'm going to have to switch this on the weekend. I'm actually really looking forward to doing that, but it's going to be a big job, because I think I'm actually going to have to pull my power supply out, because like, my power supply is a modular one, so I'm going to have to plug in some new power cords, because I think this one takes 2 power cords and my previous one took only 1. So big weekend ahead, and I really have to get my videos done before I start doing that, because when I'm going to do that, for the day that I'm going to do that, my computer's going to be pretty much non-functional. Not that switching a graphics card takes that long, but I'm going to actually reset Windows at the same time. I'm going to do like a fresh start on the computer to really make sure that, like, anyway, drivers are all top-notch, everything is top-notch, because my computer's been, I find it finicky for a little while, so I'm going to do it a nice cleanup. So, without further ado, guys, let's slowly get started. Let's open at least a box. We're going to do a little incision here along the top. There we go. Put this away. Honestly, I love opening booster packs. It's probably one of the funnest things you can do. Hold on. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to resize the window a bit. Give me a sec here. Make myself a little bit smaller. I want the cards to be front and center. We can take a look at everything we get. So like I said, I'm actually going to do this one a little bit slower than I've done the past ones, because since it's a brand new set, I want to take a time to look at the cards as well. It's also the first time we're getting dual colored cards. So if you don't know, basically Lorcana, you know, I'm assuming if you're watching a Lorcana opening, you know the basics about Lorcana, but basically, the game you can only use 2 colors in a deck, and now you're going to have cards that have 2 colors on them to begin with. What that means is that they can only fit into decks that are using both those colors. So the cards are going to be slightly more restrictive, but at the same time, they're going to allow sometimes some decks to do stuff that normally they had trouble doing in the past. And also, I think the cards will, over time, I think they're going to slightly be more powerful. But they're going to be, since their cards are more powerful, they're going to be limited use, you know what I mean? Because you need to use the exact color combination to be able to plug those cards in. I'm really looking forward to see how that's going to affect the balance of the game. Because I would say right now there are a couple combinations that are really stronger than the others. And I think it needs a bit of a shakeup. Just, you know, not that you're always going to wind up with some strategies that are going to be more powerful than others. It's always like that in TCGs. Over time, there's always going to be metas. However, it's important that the meta keeps shifting so that people don't just wind up always looking for the exact same cards in each follow-up set. So we've got all our packs here. Sorry, I took them out of the way, but we've got 24 packs, 3 basically piles of 8 packs. And we're going to get started because like I said, I want to do this. We're not on timer. We're going to take our time. It takes the time that it takes. But at the same time, I do want to move things along. Hopefully you guys can hear the background music. I decided to put a little background music to it as well. This is, by the way, Shredder's Revenge soundtrack. This is the Shredder's Revenge soundtrack, so hopefully it's not going to get copyrighted. Don't think so, because the game isn't copyrighted when you play it, so I assume the soundtrack will be safe. But if you're wondering where the music's coming from, that is what it is. If it's too loud, let me know, please. But I want it to be a little more... a little bit of background noise. Give me a sec here, guys. Sorry about that. The microphone probably just went awful sound. There we go. Okay, let's get started with our first pack. Let's crack it open. Our first Lorcana pack for the new set. I always forget which way the cards are oriented. Okay, they are oriented this way. So we're going to remove our card here at the back. And let's get started. So we've got a Robin Hood. Some of these, a lot of Robin Hoods are... what did I cook that burned your fingers? It's a soldering iron, actually. It was a soldering iron. That's why the burn is so bad. It's because it's a soldering iron that touched my finger. I was soldering something. So, unfortunately, that is what happened. So, Robin Hood, Eye for Detail. Pasha, Trekmate. King Stefan. We've got Toby. We've got Dolores Madrigal. We've got Akela. Now we're getting to the uncommons. The uncommons are where you start seeing a bit of power. We have Mufasa. Mother Gothel. Yeah, I explained it. The white on it is actually a product that I put on it. It like seals the skin so that air doesn't touch it, so it doesn't hurt. We've got the Prince. Our first rare is going to be Cusco. Man, one of my favorite Disney movies, one of the Emperor's New Groove, one that is seriously underrated. Second rare is going to be Tramp from Lady and the Tramp. Oh my god, guys. I'm not sure, but do we have an Enchanted as our first card? In our first pack? We do. We have an Enchanted, guys. First pack. Like, what the hell? Jafar, newly crowned. Guys, what the heck? What the heck, guys? What? First pack. I mean, it's insanely cool, but let's be honest, the rest of the openings are gonna feel like we peaked on the first pack. Holy crap. This is most likely going to be, in my opinion, this is going to be a very powerful one as well. I'm going to have to check if there's a current price on this one after. Actually, no, we're going to do it after. I'm going to set it aside here. Let me get a sleeve right away. Let me get a sleeve right away. Holy crap, what are the chances? Like, I'm not complaining, the far from it. But, like, what are the chances that first freaking pack, we start with an Enchanted card? What the heck are these? Oh, no, these are the exact fits, right? I don't think these are going to fit. These are Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, these are Yu-Gi-Oh! Sleeves. Hold on a sec. I need to find a proper sleeve. Guys, man. Yeah, exactly. Bravo isn't here to give the bad mojo, so that's why we're getting freaking lucky picks right off the top. Okay, here we go. God damn it, man. Like, I'm not complaining. Oh my god. Fudge, yeah. Fudge, yeah. Jafar. Okay. So I'm going to make a pile here. We're going to do commons, uncommons, and rares. I'm going to divide the different rarities here at the top so we can look through them after. We might not look through the commons, but we will look through like the rares and all different level of rarities. I'm just going to divide them by different levels of rarities. Holy crap. Holy crap. Wild one, man. You called it. You called it. This is going to be... Could you imagine that we would get 2 Enchanteds in a box? That would be insane. Because just to let you know, theoretically, statistically, you're supposed to have 1 Enchanted about every, I think it's 54 packs. There's 24 packs in a box. What that means is normally you have 1 Enchanted for every 3 boxes you open on average. It's not impossible to have 2 Enchanteds in 1 box. It's just extremely statistically unlikely. But, I mean, god damn it. If we couldn't, if we were wondering if we were going to start this strong, we started this very strong. Very, very freaking strong. Okay. Let me just get everything in order. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one off like so. Okay, so we have Moana. Yzma. K9 Crunchies. I'm going to make the piles already. Stabbington Brother. Yzma, Transformed Kitten. Jafar. Ooh, our first dual color card. So this is going to be Emerald and Ruby. Tweedledee, Tweedledum. Whenever this character quests, you may return chosen damaged character to their player's hand. It could be very powerful, especially with coming into play effects. It can be very powerful. Dude, we got first pack. Hey champ, first pack we got an Enchanted. First pack of the set. First pack I opened. We started off already with an Enchanted. So are we hitting? We are hitting hard. We are hitting hard. Dahani. So we've got a Ruby Ruby Steel as well. Reckless Resist 2. And we've got a rare, Perdita. Once again, a dual color. Oh, we've got a second level rarity. We've got Elsa Ice Maker. I think this is going to be played. I feel like this one's going to be played. And finally, we've got a foil common. So, honestly, I think this one's going to be played. Shift 4, whenever there's character quests, you make Xur chosen character. If you do, and you have a character named Anna in play, the chosen character can't ready at the start of their next turn. Like, if you do decide to do, like, a hero deck with like, Elsa and her sister Anna, I do think it's going to start seeing play. Like, I don't think it's going to be, like, a extremely chased after card, but I do think it's going to see play. Okay, pack numero 3. Number 3. Numéro 3. We've got Pepper. Hero Hamada. Said I love Big Hero 6. Love Hero. Calhoun. Calhoun has a lot of cards, and there's a lot of versions of her that's played. Cybug. Tanana. Kakamora. Uncommons. Gizmo Duck. Love Gizmo, man. DuckTales. Magical Maneuvers. Wendy Darling. This one I'm looking very forward to trying out. She's a little bit costly for Ruby Amber, however. Like, Ruby Amber generally has pretty low curves, so the fact that she costs 7 is pretty, like, it's pretty high for that curve. Baymax. Oh yeah, a rare Baymax. I know I'm gonna have to analyze this. I don't play a lot of the blue. My God, I have a blank on the name, but I almost never play blue, so I'm not really. It's hard for me to evaluate if I feel like it's gonna fit well. Then we have Steel Restoring Atlantis and foil uncommon Perla. Honestly, like, it's really weird starting out with that Enchanted card, because, like, it's gonna be hard to get, like, more excited than that opening other packs. It's gonna be, like, really, really hard. Pack number 4. Number 4 of 24. So we have quite a ways to go still. Yeah, how was Wilds, champ? How was Wilds? Did you guys get a chance to get something set up? I'm looking forward to joining some of you on some hunts. I'm gonna, like, this week I should have some time. It's so rough because, like, yeah, it's crazy because honestly, one of the reasons why, like, videos are a little slower than usual is I'm playing more games than usual. And I know it's crazy to think that I have a Switch channel and I'm saying I have trouble playing like, I'm playing more games, but it is weird to say that sometimes I want to, like, it's hard to play games because you have to make videos. So it's like you have to sort of rush through the games. The Matchmaker Taka. I'm going to start taking more time when we hit, like, the uncommons. Thomas O'Malley. Baymax. Ruby Coil. And we have Devil's Eye Diamond. This one's hard to gauge. Oh, we have a 3rd level rarity for our first 3rd level rarity. Radagon. Ruby. Whenever you play an action while this character is exerted, gain 1 lore. Feels okay, but doesn't feel, like, insane. And we have a foil Peppa Madrigal. So, separating the rarities, like I said, we're going to start looking. We're going to start looking, like I said, after we're going to recap sort of each rarity, what we got. I think it's going to be funner for the recap at the end. Like, last time I would go through, like, all the rares, but I think by separating them by rarity, it's going to be a little funner. Because we're going to focus a lot on the golds and silvers. Like, the bronze rares are, well, a lot of them are played, but we're going to wind up with a lot of them. Boom. Okay, Moana, we've seen her before. Yzma. Kanan Crunchies. This feels like the exact same pack we did. Hey, we have to check. If we look at pack 2 or 3, I'm pretty sure that all these cards are exactly the same, in the same order. No joke, I think the commons were exactly the same. The uncommons are different, though. I guarantee the uncommons are different. I'm missing out on Monster Hunter. I'll catch up, guys. I'll catch up. Don't worry. No worries. No worries. I'm a hunting maniac. I'll catch up. So we have Hades, Fast Talker. When you play this character, you may deal 2 damage to another chosen character of yours to banish chosen character with cost 3 or less. It's like a 2-for-1, but it's a 2-for-1 with a drawback, and we have another Shere Khan. When you play this character, discard your hand. Ooh, but 4 free. If you can protect him, this could be insane. Oh, and we've got our foil rare, Daisy Duck. Once during your turn, whenever a card is put into your inkwell, chosen opponent chooses one of their characters and returns that card to their hand. So it's like Daisy Duck is becoming the character for the that has like, this is the second, at least the second Daisy Duck now that basically has really great stats, but has the drawback is that it actually gives your opponent an advantage. So I'd like to see this, that certain characters are going to have like themes where their abilities, you know, sort of make sense going from one version of the character to another. So we've got another pack, but yeah, honestly, those commons, I think like the first 4 or 5 cards in that pack were exactly the same as a previous pack we opened. Exactly the same and exactly the same order. It'll be fun to watch the replay after, because I'm pretty sure it was. So we are at pack number 6 now. Pack number 6. Pack number 6. I'm gonna start clearing some of this off on the side. I'll pick it up later. Hey Annie, welcome back. Robin Hood, Pasha. This too, man. These commons are exactly the same from one pack to the other. I swear to God, we had a pack exactly the same as this. I think there's a common. There must be like a certain number of common like pools that are being used for the packs. Mr. Smee. Lady Cluck, man. I love this one from the old Robin Hood movie. Lady Cluck, man. I love that character. She was so freaking funny. Our first rare, Kanai. Oh, we have a second level rarity. Mulan. The Ruby Steel Mulan. And we have another foil rare after that coming. Challenging our character. Your other characters gain. This character can challenge ready characters this turn. This can be really powerful, especially in a Ruby Steel deck that wants to be very aggressive and go big. And we've got company. Ready all your characters. They get Reckless this turn. They can quest and must challenge as able. Like, it's we've had cards like this before with less of a drawback, I feel. Because like Reckless can be a major drawback. because you're readying them, but like it's really good if you want to go aggressive. Like, because basically most of the cards when you want to ready them, it's to defend your characters after like questing. Freaking love this song. Maybe we may not get the second Enchanted. I know Grovel's the bad luck bear, man. Boom. Bell. Pete. This is pack number 7, by the way. So much to give. Edgar Baltazar. This is my family. Orville. Li Shang. Ruby Steel, I think, is going to become more present. Archimedes. Mirabelle Madrigal. John Silver. Oh, second rarity card. Mirabelle Madrigal, but the bigger version, Shift 4. Whenever this character quests, you may return a song card with cost 3 or less from your discard card to your hand. I mean, I think this is gonna be played. I think this is definitely gonna be played. And finally, we have a common foil, Honey Marin. Like I said, at the end, we're going to look through all the rarities, what we got. Probably not the uncommons and commons, just because it's going to be way too complex on camera to try to get those. But we're going to look through rare and above at the end. We're going to do a countdown. And yes, we already have a Enchanted. So we have every rarity so far. Corey, man, it was the first pack. First pack of the box was Enchanted Jafar. First pack. How can you up that on the stream? Like, everything's gonna feel like a weaker pull from now on. Like, nothing's gonna feel like it's like Uber after that. Amber Amethyst is hyper aggro, unfortunately. She doesn't sit good in that deck. Yeah, she's high. She's a bit too high cost, but she's Shift 4. Like, it depends, and you're right, but they probably don't want to play a ton of songs. Hold on, let's get this one out of the way. I've sort of perfected my technique to not spoil the last card. So we have Pepper, Hiro Hamada, Calhoun. You know what I realized, by the way, Corey? Often the commons are exactly the same amongst multiple packs. Like, there are pools for the commons where you can repeat the thing, but you can look. If you find like the first card, your commons are gonna almost all be the same after that. I think there's only about 5 or 6 different pools for commons, not the uncommons and rares, but the commons. And basically the first card determines all the other ones you get. Because multiple packs now have had the exact same commons in the exact same order. The uncommons are different though, and the rares obviously are different. We have the Beagle Boys. Beast. Frustrated Designer. All is Found. And we have a uncommon foil. Kashyyyk. So rare, uncommon. Not too bad. Not particularly exciting, but not too bad so far. Yeah, you can see, I swear to God, I'm pretty sure I've noticed like 4 different patterns of commons. Exactly the same from pack to pack. Exact same order, exact same cards. Like, and we should honestly replay the video and see. But I'm not surprised because I opened up a box of Shimmering Sky. What's the box we opened? Shimmering Skies, and the commons were exactly equivalent. I had exactly 2 cards of each common in the whole set. Not one extra, not one less for each common, except one common that I had 3 times. But in Magic, that never happens. You sometimes wind up with one common that you have like 5 or 6 of, and another common that you only have like 1 of, or 2 of. But in this, it is exactly divided evenly to 1 or 2 cards close. So I think the commons and uncommons, they control extremely... I don't want to say harshly is not the word, but they control them very well. Notice your first card and look at the next cards after it. There's like there's a few different pools. Grandmother Fa, Panic, Dr. Calico, and I think that's how they manage to get things so even. It's that they use pools for the commons. Jebediah Farnsworth, Madame Medusa. Next we have Cinderella, the right one. I want to read this one because I play a lot of Amber. When you play this character, you may put an item card named the Glass Slipper from your discard on the bottom of your deck to gain 3 lore. It has to be the Glass Slipper though. Yeah, it's pretty limited. Kanai. And we have a common, Miss Bianca. Like I said, at the end, we're going to do a countdown of all the different rarities that we got for the rare and above. So that was pack number 9. We're at pack number 10 now. Pack number 10. Panic was so good in your seal today. Awesome. Yeah, I think there's a sealed happening on Sunday here. I don't think I'll be able to go. I don't think because I think Sunday is going to be the day where I replace my graphics card in my computer with the new one. And I'm going to reset my computer fully, so that's going to be like, no joke, it's like a 4 to 5 hour job. But it sort of needs it. My computer runs way too hard. Cogsworth. Treasure Guardian, Miss Bianca. Well, yeah, in seals though, like in seals, you really have commons and uncommons that get their time to shine. Hey, Anna, Coda. Oh, this is actually pretty freaking decent. 3, like the 2/2 is very weak, but the 3 lore is very strong at a 3-drop. Wow. Mad Hatter. Lyle Tiberius Rourke. Let me read this one too, but this is an 8 cost for Ruby. Once during your turn, whenever a card is put into your inkwell, deal 2 damage to each character in play. Oh my god, this is a little bit insane. Like, insane, but it hurts your cards as well, because it's each character in play. And, oh, we have a second rarity foil, which is going to be Maid Marian. Maid Marian. Pretty decent pulls so far. We're pretty light on the golds, though. We only have 1 gold so far, and we are, like, getting close to the half point in the box. We're at pack number 11 now. So, I'm hoping to see a few more golds. Like, I can't really complain because, like I said, we have an Enchanted. It's hard to complain after that. But I would like to see a few more golds because we're a little light. We're a little light. We are a little light. I wonder if, like I said, I wonder if there's prices out on the Jafar yet. I'm wondering how that one's sitting so far. Matthias, Berlioz, Spaghetti Dinner, Stabbington Brother, Monsieur Dark, Bolt, Cheapo, Anastasia, Restoring the Heart. Moana, and we have a Merlin. I want to read this one because Merlins are played a lot. So whenever there's character quests, name a card and reveal the top card of your deck. If it's the named card, put it into your inkwell face down and exert it. Otherwise, put it on top of your deck. Do you have to name a specific card, or you just name like Merlin? Or do you have to name like Merlin Clever Clairvoyant? Do you guys get what I mean? Like, do you have to name, is it just, could you fill up a deck with like Merlins and like, you know, like 2 different characters and then you just name the character? You think it's just a card? Because it says name the card, not name the character. It could be. I just feel like that can be broken. If it does limit the deck as well, but it could be broken. Tuck. Resist 2/0/1 Bodyguard. You know, this has more utility than it looks like at the top, because a character that attacks for more than 2, it does take a few turns to get it sometimes. And we have an uncommon, we have Thunderbolt. We have a Thunderbolt. Okay. Good. Well, then I guess it's gonna be. Then I guess the Merlin deck is gonna be played. Hey man, how are you doing, Rickard? Well, I'm doing pretty good, and you? Now we're at pack number 12, halfway through the box. Give me another gold, man. Come on, give me a gold. Give me a gold. Water has memory. He's a tramp. Trusty. Matchmaker. Tekka. Mulan. Mufasa among the stars. Kashakim. We had a foil one earlier. The Troubadour. Uh-oh. Mittens. A bodyguard for 5 that's not inkable. Once during your turn, whenever a card is put into your inkwell, your other characters with bodyguard get +1 lore. That feels interesting. Could you build an actual bodyguard deck? Well, we pulled one Bolt. Whenever you're ready, this character gain 1 lore for each other undamaged character you have in play. This is a little freaking crazy. 5, especially because it's a shift 3. Now, Topaz needs to get off the table. And we have a common foil, Toulouse. Like, honestly, I could see a really aggressive Steel Amber deck. Yeah, I see this one could be very strong, but you almost have to shift him in an Amber deck, like Amber Steel. Because it doesn't really fit into the Song deck. Like Amber Steel right now, like I think the primary way it's played is the Song deck. And it doesn't feel like it would play very well in a song deck, however. And banish chosen illusion character. Like, that feels very like, okay, no, Topaz, you have to stop, girl. No, you have to stop. Okay. Pack number 13. We're still only at 1 gold, however. Pretty freaking crazy. Elsa. Wake Up. Roger Radcliffe. Cogsworth. Treasure Guardian. Hey Hey. Perla. Maurice's Machine. Felix Fixit Jr. It's weird because Ruby Amber want to be really aggressive, and the cards are all high cost. Okay, guys, hold on. I have to put her upstairs. She's not gonna stop. Give me 10 seconds. I love having her with me when I'm gaming and stuff, but honestly, with the cards, it'd be way too easy for her to throw them all over, and then me having to like run after them. And I don't exactly feel like I want to do that. So we were at Felix Fixit Jr. Oh, Queen of Hearts. This one looks interesting. I read this one. Shift 3. Whenever another character is played, put a damage counter on them. This feels like it's going to be played. And we have another second rarity. We have Isma. Above it all. Finally, we have a common foil. Baymax. Baby Baymax. Whew. Yeah, the Bolt, I feel, has a lot of potential. I feel like the Bolt has a lot of potential. Because honestly, sometimes the aggressive decks have trouble closing out the game. And that's just gonna like make board presence extremely important. Like, and it's gonna be, they're gonna be able to close out the game before like the control decks get the board clearers. Which is I think one of the major problems right now for like the more aggressive decks, why they lose often to control, is that you don't want them to be closing out every deck before a control deck gets working, but they're supposed to have the tools to be able to pull off games like that from time to time. And right now, I just feel like they often don't. I can never pronounce this guy's name. Baymax Charging Station. Candlehead. Grandmother Fa. Panic. You said Panic worked for you. When play this character, you may move up to 2 damage counters from the chosen character to chosen opposing character. That's pretty nice. TikTok. Steel Coil. Diablo, another Diablo. Amber Coil. Donald Duck. Calhoun. See, Calhoun again, Amber Ruby, and she's super high cost. It's really weird. Like, I don't know what strategy they want Amber Ruby to play. It just feels like they wanted to play a strategy that, at least for me, I just don't see. But, you know, like, I haven't been playing Lorcana that long, so maybe I just don't see it, but it would work. I just feel like they're making the cards that don't fit into the optimal strategy or the colors. Let's take a look. We are at pack number 15 now. We're about we're one pack away from 2/3 of the box. So Penny, Lady, Susie, Card Soldiers, Pain, Akella, Duchess, Sven, Sir K, and Hida. And, oh, second rarity, Show Me More. Each player draws 3 cards. Whoa. It's a rare. I thought for a second we had a second Enchanted and I was going to go nuts. I'm really wondering this one. Because 3 cards is insane, but each player gets it. It feels really good in some games, and the fact that it's not inkable, I think, is the biggest problem with this one. Because there's some games where you're not going to want to play it. Like, if you're playing a control color and you're playing an aggressive deck, the last thing you want to do is give them more cards. Because the aggressive deck, you're hoping that they run out of steam, and this you're feeding them. So if it was inkable, I would feel this card would be a lot more play. Like, I would feel that this card would be a lot more powerful simply because you can choose to ink it in games where you're playing against an aggressive deck and not play it. But in this case, it's just going to sit in your hand. And then we have Kronk. So, does it get to discard one more cards? You don't discard. If an effect would cause you to discard 1 or more cards, you don't discard. Wow. Okay. So interesting. So far I've seen a lot of interesting cards in this set, but a thematic that I'm seeing is a lot of the really interesting cards are not inkable. I'm wondering if they're like focusing more on making more uninkable cards that players are going to want to try and play. But it's almost like a trap, if you will, because obviously you don't want too many uninkable cards. Like, one of the worst things possible is not being able to ink when you need to. I forgot to put the cards away. Hold on. We have Matthias that's there. Give me a second, guys. I'm just gonna. The piles of cards are getting unruly here in the common pile. Take a few seconds to get everything on. We still have only 1 gold. I am really, like, not worried, but I'm like a little bit I'm like, okay, because we got an Enchanted, did they like take all the golds out of this box? Li Shang, Amethyst Coil, Thunderbolt, Aladdin. Oh, second rarity. Maid Marian, another one. And Helga Sinclair. Not too bad. Just really still looking for those, for a few golds, because there's a couple I was hoping to get out of the box. Okay, we are at our final 8 packs. Let's get this going. There's a deck called Mufasa deck. You banish Mufasa and you can play the top deck for free so you can get lucky and high roll. Yeah, I guess that can... I think I know which deck you're... which cards you're talking about for that deck. Hold on. Take this one out. This is here. So, Penny the Orphan. Lady. Susie. Card Soldiers. Toulouse. How can you tell the cards are rare, shiny ones? The rarity is the symbol here at the bottom. So, if I take an example here, common is a circle. Okay. Uncommon is like this sort of flag-looking symbol. Rare, first level rarity is a bronze triangle. Second level rarity is the silver sort of diamond shape, you could say. And we don't and basically gold is the 5-pointed gold symbol. And then finally enchanted is the prismatic symbol right here at the bottom. So that's how you can tell the rarity. Glass slipper. You may only have 2 copies of glass slipper. So on top of it, this pairs with the princess character, but you can only have 2 glass slippers. That feels even wow. It feels like really. But it lets you search for a princess, reveal it. Like, I'd have to see the stats on it. Are there cards that allow you in Amber to look for an item? Or like, but I wonder. I'm trying to think, but right now off the top of my head, one's not coming to me. Like, I almost feel like if you want to play a glass slipper deck with the princess, you're going to need to almost have if that's going to be one of your central mechanics, you almost have to have like another card that lets you search for items, so that basically it's like having a. Yeah, I guess it's going to pigeonhole you into like amber blue. Freckles. Grisella. Bolt. Out of order. Bucky. Jafar. Anastasia. Baymax. Sir Kay. Yago. King of Hearts. Hey, we still only have 1 gold card, the whole box. This is actually pretty insane. And we only have 6 packs to go. Like, I really wonder if they, like, when you hit an Enchanted, if they really, like, weaken the other pulls. Because we got 6 packs here only. Six packs left. We have the Baymax charging station. Wow, that's good. An Enchanted with 4 legendaries. Damn. Mariano Guzman, Queen of Hearts. Like, I'd almost have to hit a legendary in each and every pack in the next, like, 5 or 6 packs, like, to get something close to that. Cusco. Marie. Fidget. Lucky. Restoring the Crown. Oof. Yeah, it feels like it's hard. Other than the like I said, it's hard. I don't want to be. I can't really complain because of this, but still, I'm just like, you know, for collectors, this is like maybe a cool pull. But if for someone who wants to play, I find, like, you know, you need a few more of the legendaries. Because, I mean, often they're going to become... Legendaries often become central cards. Pain. Baymax. Peppa. Unconventional Tool. Honeymaron. TikTok. Hey Hey. Diablo. Amber Foil. We've got Company. Wow, still a second rarity. Hero Hamada. And a foil rare, Ink Geyser. I can't believe we finished a box with only one legendary. Because we have 4 packs left, so that was pack number 20. That was pack number 20. Yeah, that was pack number 20. '21 is being opened as we speak. Turn her around. Penny the Orphan. Lady. Susie. Hard Soldiers. Pain. Sorry, I was reading something. Yokai. Jebediah. Felix Fixit. Merlin. Wow, it's still a normal. And a common. Wow, 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 wow. Surprising box, man. Surprising box so far. Three packs left. Number 22 is being opened as we speak. Baymax Charging Station, Cheshire Cat, Mariano Guzman, Raja, Queen of Hearts, Dr. Calico, Steel Coil, Pascal, one of my favorite characters. Rapunzel isn't one of my favorite Disney movies, but I love Pascal. Amber Coil. Wrong. Oh my god. Basil. Holy moly. 2 packs left. You love Tangled so much. I don't know, I think my daughters watched it too often where I got desensitized to the movie. I think I would like it more if my daughters would have watched it less. But it was on repeat for a while. That and Frozen. And it was generational because for those who don't know, I have 4 daughters, so one would get out of her Tangled phase and the other one would get into it. So I think for 8 years Tangled was playing all the time, but just from one daughter to the next. Pete, So Much to Give, Edgar Baltazar, This Is My Family, Mulan, Duchess, Sven, second rarity, a lady. Haven't seen this one yet. Oh, a legendary, guys. The Return of Hercules. Oh, and we've got a second level rarity foil. Ooh, a Bolt. I like the foiling on it too. Yeah, the foiling is really nice on it. Hold on. Get it up there. Like the foiling effect on it is actually pretty sweet. Still, 2 legendaries is pretty... I feel it's pretty low nonetheless. I know. The worst is like, it feels totally unplayable. One last pack number 24. Then we're going to take a look at the pulls, at the rarity levels. So is this going to be our second Enchanted in the box? Are we going to pull the almost impossible to think of 2 Enchanted box? Rosella, Bolt, Out of Order, Bucky, Takamura, Penny, Amethyst Coil, Peg, Milo Thatch. Oh! Scrooge McDuck. So we've got another legendary, boys. You may exert 4 items of yours to play this character for free. When you play this character, look at the top 4 cards of the deck. You may reveal an item card and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. Interesting. Oh, no. No to Enchanted box. I want it to happen one day. The double Enchanted box. So at least we finished with 3 legendaries. So let's take a look at the rarities, okay? We're not going to look at the commons and uncommons. It's just going to be unruly to look through them. And I don't think most people are super excited for the commons and uncommons I got. Let's look at the different rarities one by one. Okay, so let's start with the rares. I'm going to try to do this in a visually appealing way. I think we can fit 3 rows, right? Yeah, we can fit 3 rows. It's going to be a bit of a tight fit, but we can fit 3 rows. I'm just going to sort of place it out. If you see me put twice the same card in 2 different places, let me know. So my plan is to make piles of the same card. There, this is what. Okay, we have more than 1 Kronk, I know. I was like, but I just don't think we've picked it yet. Merlin, 2. Oh, you can't see down here because my face is there. So we're going to stop here. I'm going to look if we have any of the same ones. Mad Hatter, didn't I see this guy somewhere? No, I didn't. Oh, we have 2 Kronks. I knew we had 2 Kronks. This guy instead. Kanai, no. Cinderella, no. All is found, no. Beast, no. On Silver, we've got company, we've got 2. Kanai, Daisy Duck, Hades, Shere Khan, Devil Eyes Diamond, no. Restoring Atlantis, no. Baymax, Perdita, Trap. Okay, so first batch of normal rares, this is what we got. So we've got Milo Thatch, Basil, Merlin, Ink Geyser, we've got 2, we've got company, Restoring the Crown, Lucky, Kida, Lyle, Tiberius, Rourke, Aladdin, the Glass Slipper, Iago, King of Hearts, Kronk, 2 of those, Restoring Atlantis, Calhoun, Donald Duck, Mittens, and a Tuk Tuk. Let's pick these up. It'll be more manageable when we get to the second rarity, because, like, you know, normal rares there are quite a few of them, so obviously a little bit less manageable on camera. What's up with Kronk? You want my foil Kronk? Or did I say it wrong? Was there a slip of the tongue? Cinderella. All is Found. Beast. John Silver. Kanai. Foil Daisy Duck. Hades. Shere Khan. Devil's Eye Diamond. Restoring Allies. Baymax. Perdita. Put them here. Tramp. And finally, Emperor Cusco. So, these are the rares we have got. Yes, sir. Yes, I did catch it. I don't know why. I knew I had doubles because I knew I'd seen it more than once. But I don't know why my eyes didn't catch it on the first pass. So, for rares, I would say it's an okay lot. Second level rarity. Now these nonetheless often do have a foundation in decks, so you're going to have some good ones, you're going to have some bad ones, but generally a lot of them wind up to be playable. So we have Lady, we have Bolt, which I think is going to be a very playable card. We have Hiro Hamada, we have Goofy, we have a Maid Marian. I'm going to keep them more tight together. Show Me More. An Yzma, a Queen of Hearts, a second Bolt, and a second Maid Marian, because we have a foil and a non-foil, as well as a foil and a non-foil of the Bolt. So, very interesting cards. Maybe not the ones I was going for, but still pretty solid pack altogether. Like I said, I do think the Bolt is going to have some potential. It's nice to have a foil one of that one. Queen of Hearts, I'm almost sure is going to see some play. Other than that, it's hard to say because it's so early in the set, and I'm not a big green and blue guy, so I have a little bit of difficulty evaluating that because I'm not up to par on like the current decks. Next. Oh, did I mess up? Oh, I missed some. My bad. These were missing. Mulan, Maribel Madrigal, and Elsa. She feels too expensive. We talked about her earlier. If you can shift her in, it's not too bad, but the card feels too expensive. Okay, my bad. I don't know how I separated that. For our legendary cards, I have probably one of the worst legendaries. Radagon can be really cool. I feel once again it can be a really interesting way to close out a aggressive Ruby deck. Well, aggressive or just a Ruby deck focused on removal. Basically, you're going to have your whole deck focused on action removals, and it's almost like a tempo deck, like a removal control tempo deck. Scrooge McDuck looks very interesting as well. However, once again, hard for me to evaluate a color that I don't play much of, which is blue. And lastly, we have the crown jewel of this box, which was the legendary, the Enchanted, sorry, my bad, the Enchanted Jafar. So overall, I think not too bad. Not too bad. I would have liked to have a few more legendaries, to be totally honest. but I think I can't complain at 3, considering I got an Enchanted. Now, I just want to shift over. I want to go take a look if we can find a value on the Jafar, or at least an idea, a general idea of what he's going to be going for. I don't know if he's playable. Oh my god. Hold on. Give me a sec, guys, because I have my screens turned so that I can read chat when I'm opening cards. Let's switch cameras. Not that one. Well, yes, that one, but not right away. Do some. Give me 2 seconds. I just need to do a little shifting around here on the screens. Okay. So here, it's here. Boom, boom. Bring me down here. Let's size me up a tiny bit. Let me just fix audio-wise on. That's audio. Take this down 0. Okay, we should be rolling pretty good. Yeah, obviously that's what I know. The prices that are going to be now are going to be very untrustworthy. I just want for fun to get like a general idea. What's the number on Jafar? Jafar, this is 204, I think. Yeah, 204. No. No, it's Jafar 210. Yeah, 210 of 204. Okay, that's on printing proxies. I was like $1.50. I'm like, no freaking way. Hold on. See if anyone sold one. There's 0 listings on price charting, so far no one has tried to sell one. Let's resort to the one I hate the most, but it is what it is. Wow. Like, obviously these are crazy prices. But like the only ones listed on eBay so far, like the cheapest one is for 250 Canadian dollars. Like, this is insane. You found it on what, for 169 on TCG Player? Well, actually that's not that far off, because 169 US is around like yeah, it's about right 250. Like, not exactly, but like not far either. Like maybe 230, 220. Can you price check Whatnot? I don't know how. I didn't think you could price check Whatnot, like, because they're live auctions. You can check what stuff has sold for in the past on Whatnot. I actually have a seller account on Whatnot. I can sell on it, but I'm not logged in on this. Yeah, I don't feel like logging in, and I don't know if I can just check prices without logging in. Because honestly, I haven't logged in like forever. But all like either way, no matter what we find, it's gonna be like that initial craze. Because like with only 4 listed on eBay, obviously like people can sell, like they can do pretty much what they want with the prices. Hold on, let me just pause the music a bit. Sorry, I think it's not that loud for you guys, but for me it's pretty loud, and I can't drop it too much in my headset, or else it's gonna, well, it will came back to the same. But yeah, night grovel. No problem, man. Good night. Sorry I missed that. I was switching things up. But yeah, no, a pretty like if this does end up being like a $300-400 card, that would actually be pretty insane. But I don't think so. Is he? Does he feel super playable? Like I didn't even take the time to read him completely. Let me just see. During an opponent's turn, whenever one of your illusion characters is banished, you may return that card to your hand. Wow, that actually could feel very strong if you can actually build an illusion deck. Like if you build a deck with quite a bit of illusions, that could actually be pretty freaking insanely strong. Like the redundancy is pretty insane. Yeah, Whatnot's an app where you do live auctions. I have a seller account. I actually sold some retro games on it before. I did a few lives earlier. I just stopped because it was getting complicated with Quebec and French language laws, and Whatnot didn't have a French version of the app, and um, the workaround was a little annoying to deal with. So I stopped for a while, and then by the time I would have like gotten back into it, I decided to stop trying to, because I was basically gathering up like I was selling parts of my collection, but mostly also games that like people would want me to sell for them, and it was a lot of trouble for very little advantage. And I'm already overworked, but well, overworked. Like I'm not complaining, but I mean I'm already splitting like a lot of my time between YouTube, my normal job, my family, all that. So it was just like another thing that I was just like, oh no, no way, man, no way, no freaking way. But like I said, yeah, I got myself a new graphics card. It's not the latest generation, and I know it's like not going to be super exciting for a lot of people, but I got an AMD RX 7800 XT. It's not the latest generation, it's the previous one, but for me it's nonetheless a big upgrade because right now I have a 6600 AMD 6600 in my computer. So this one should give me at least like 75% more performance than the one I have in the computer. And I don't really like, if I game on PC, I game in 1080p. So I don't really need to go into the insane cards. But I am having a little bit of trouble when I'm like rendering and trying to do something at the same time. So I want to free up, I want to be able to render and do other stuff at the same time, simply because it's like multitasking purposes, if you will. Like if I'm waiting for 20 minutes for a video to render and I can't make a thumbnail at the same time, I'm losing time. You know what I mean? Like it's like just time lost. So I'm gonna try and install this over the weekend, and I'm gonna do a full reset on my computer. So it's actually gonna be like I'm gonna lose a day to this. Because like I said, the one problem I see on this card is that um, like basically my previous card, if I'm not mistaken, takes like one 8-pin connector for power and one 6-pin, which means that currently I have a 6-pin and an 8-pin plugged into my power supply because it's a modular power supply. Modular means that like I can actually take the cables off the power supply and I choose which ones I plug in. And this one, if I'm not mistaken, takes two 8-pins. So what that means is I actually have to pull my power supply out of the computer. So it's not just like, oh, unscrew the GPU, plug in the new GPU, and yay. I'm actually gonna have to like pull the power supply out, put new cable, like change the cables in it, because I don't think I can access the cables without pulling it out. I'll try, but I don't think I can. I think it's gonna be too much of a piss off. So we only have like 3 illusions right now, but you think they're introducing them, and there's a lot more in the next set called Reign of Jafar. So that might be a card that's going to gain value. So you know what? I think I'm going to hold on to his butt and see if maybe next set everyone's going to want my Enchanted Jafar. They're ready to pay $1,000 for my Enchanted Jafar. And I'm joking, $1,000 would be freaking insane. But yeah, you get. I'm joking around, but you know what I mean. But yeah, so and I think I have to do it on Sunday because basically that means that it's like a day where I can't produce videos and I can't stream. So if I want to be able to have everything set up, I think I'm gonna have to do this on Sunday. Because tomorrow I need to make sure that eShop Deals goes out and that everything's okay. So I need to have my computer good. Sign in and sell it for 1,000. Yeah. I don't think it would work. I don't think anyone's going to be buying the card tonight for $1,000 and whatnot. I'd be surprised. I'd be very, very surprised. But you are probably right that honestly, because I was selling video games and whatnot, but I think selling cars would actually be way easier. Just because basically, video games, the shittiest part is mailing them out. Only Elsa is that expensive. Yeah, the Enchanted, like, yeah, I know which one you're talking about. But ordered that crazy like $50,000 Mickey Mouse there, that insane tournament. I think it was like a tournament prize or something. Mickey Mouse that's like $50,000. Like, I saw a video. Someone says like they were hunting for the $50,000 Mickey Mouse or something and whatnot. The Golden Mickey. It's so freaking funny. It makes me think of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory with the golden ticket, like the Golden Mickey. Everyone chasing around, like buying boxes of cards to get a Golden Mickey. Actually, I got this at my tournament last week, so I have a beautiful Lorcana themed like card box to put the new set in because I always keep my sets separate. Like I have a box per set. So I have a beautiful card box to put all my cards away. I'm going to do it right now so that it is done. And I can then start editing freaking eShop Deals. Oh my god. I can't believe like Friday night at this hour, I'm still not done. It's fine, guys. Like I love streaming and stuff. It's just sometimes, man, I'm like, God, it's midnight and I still haven't started. It's like it's not even midnight. It's 1:30 and I haven't even started. I'm gonna die, literally, literally and figuratively. Yeah, I know it's solid cardboard. It's like boom. It's like a freaking brick. Okay, Ben. Hey guys, peace out. I'm gonna head out. Hope you guys enjoyed the game. For those of you that were gaming with us earlier today. Like I said, if anyone wants to catch any of these on the restream, make sure that you are subscribed to the side channel as well. You're lucky, Annie. It's still early for you. You still got hours of gaming and partying ahead of you. How are you feeling, by the way? How's the like? I don't want to call it rehab. I mean, the I there's a word for it, and it's too late for me to come up with the word. But I hope it's still progressing well. What percentage are you at, PT? Thank you so much, Champ Dancer. Physical therapy, exactly. I'm like, it's not rehab. Rehab, it's recovery. PT, yeah. If you had like you're doing really well, we'll be dealing with pain, but I'm done with physical therapy. My occupational therapy continues. Awesome. If you had a percentage, like, are you at like 60%, 70%, 80%? Like, if you had to say on like a percentage scale, it's not psychotherapy. No, no, it's not psychotherapy. No, no, no. I that one I knew. That one I knew. I have like honestly, and well, obviously not at the same level, but I get you because I've spent. I told you guys last week I had to be on painkillers all week because I had my neck strain. I have a recurring problem. Your like the muscles in between your spine and your shoulder blades, they I basically tore them before, and they're muscles that are a pain in the ass to stretch and to keep solid. So something I must have done a bad move, or I must have like grabbed something quickly or restrained something quickly last week, and basically I must have pulled them again. So freaking crazy pain, and it makes it that like I can't sleep because basically when I sleep, if my head isn't perfectly UFC packs, they have cards from Tops. I don't know. I like UFC, but not enough to like collect cards of the different fighters. I don't think I'd be like super excited. Like, like to me, like to open cards, I have to be excited to open them. And I don't know. I don't think I like UFC, but not enough to be like, I need cards of. I know he's retired now, but like Conor McGregor, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. It will take 1 year to fully heal as my spine fuses at C5, C6, and C7, which is right where the neck meets the shoulders. Ugh. Oh man, that sucks. Sucks balls. Like I'm glad it's done, and obviously I imagine you had to get it done to be good, but you got a card, Conor McGregor. Awesome. The guy's just funny. I find him hilarious. Like he was a good fighter in his day and whatnot. Don't get me wrong, but like I like them more for the spectacle. Like I have no problem with professional fighting athletes being assholes because that's like in the ring and stuff because that's pretty much like you have to be. And well, not that you have to be, but people pay for that. That's what you want to see. You want to see them eventually get their ass beat. Like let's not sugarcoat it. When the big shit talkers finally get their ass beat one day, it always feels somewhat good. Ropedy occupational therapy will continue to help me manage the pain, but all told, I'm healing amazingly well. I'm really glad to hear that. Yeah, well, okay. And we're talking about 17 years ago. Okay, I used to do mixed martial art. Well, I did martial arts from 12 to 32 years old, and at 25, I was actually doing mixed martial arts, and I fought on a UFC undercard, like the undercard, like the matches before the event starts. I was on the undercard for the one in Montreal when Matt Hughes fought Matt Serra, if I'm not mistaken. Matt Hughes and Serra were the headliners, but it was also when what's his name, Saint Pierre was on his. He didn't. It wasn't a title fight, but Saint Pierre was on his way to get a title fight. So we're talking, like, just to be clear, we're talking 17 years ago and more. Like, I was around 25 when that happened. I used to do MMA and um light, and I used to like. It's funny because I'm so much bigger now, but I used to fight in like basically welterweight, and like now I'm like 190. There's no way I could fight. I'd be like what, heavyweight, middleweight? Because no, middleweight I think stops at 185. No, I was above lightweight before. I used to be. I was at one. I was at like 145, 150, somewhere around there. Like, and the weight categories have shifted around a bit. Don't forget, like, over the years, I think it was welter. Yeah, but the problem is I can't fight at heavyweight because I'm too short. I'm not. I don't have the reach. Like, don't forget that, like, if you're short but heavy, you'll be fighting guys that are like 6'3". You'll be fighting guys that are like 6'3" with like huge ass reaches. It just doesn't work. If you're like, so basically, I had to I had to lose like weight and muscle back then to basically, well, you shift down, but I had to shift my training from, like, I had to actually stop doing weights to lose muscle mass and basically slim down. I'm 5'7". I'm not a tall guy. I'm 5'7", but I'm like, but but I sit at 190, and like I'm not a fat guy. Like, I'm not trying to be, like, I'm not fat. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, okay. I'm just super heavy. Like, I know a lot of my friends that are like six. They're like 6 foot or and more. Well, it's the opposite. It's like, basically like, I'm not trying to be, but like, I've got like pretty, like, I've got back into training and whatnot. But yeah, I'm just I build muscle really quickly, and that's my awesome German genetics. Like, I'm a mix of Latin and German, and I have a super high metabolism. So till I was like 30, I had like zero body fat, like, not zero literally, but you understand what I mean. Like, I didn't even need to force it, and I was like not building any, like, I wasn't gaining weight from fat. Like, I had like a 12% body fat on average, like 12 to 16, without even trying hard. And but I build muscle super quick, especially in the upper body, because it's like the German genetics, I guess. Like, because my German family are all like really, really wide people. Say it that way. Like, they're not fat, they're wide. Like, they have wide shoulders. So it's pretty funny because, like, when I was younger, um, at one point people would joke that I was like wider than I was tall. And like, at one point I because I'm not at the big, like, I'm not at the heaviest I ever was. I once was, when I was working out hardcore and doing powerlifting. I was at I went up to 215. Like, the biggest I've been was 215 from training. And like, I was so wide that I had to wear like extra large t-shirts, but like extra large t-shirts would go down like almost to my knees because I'm not tall enough. So like, dressing was like a freaking nightmare when I was like that big. So I was like, dude, it's just not cool. It was fucking garbage. Anyway, I'd have to try to ask my mom if she still has pictures from that time because like don't forget like I'm old enough where like cell phones weren't like pictures on cell phones weren't really a thing like when I was that big weren't really a thing like you understand it was flip phones like flip phones with shitty ass cameras. Yeah, I'm gonna try and find some. I might have a couple of pictures like not when I was at my biggest but like when I like 190 and stuff when when I was helping when I was younger, I used to figure skate. I don't figure skate, but I used to figure skate in hockey skates because basically, when the figure skaters would do their annual show, there would never be enough male figure skaters to do a partner number because they wanted to do a number where like every girl had a partner. And so basically, they would come get the guys playing hockey to skate with the girls. And I did that for like 3 or 4 years. So I know I have pictures, like pro pictures of that time when I was like 17, 18, 19, and 20. I know I have pro pictures because we every year we got like a pro picture and the girls would always like give you one because they would they would buy like a pack of like 30 pictures or whatnot. And yeah. Latin and German, well, like what is 190 lbs? 190 lbs in kilograms. It's like so I weigh like 86 kilos. I weigh around 86 kilos, and I can probably do in my mind 5'7". So it's 30 centimeters per foot. So 30 centimeters per foot. So 5 foot 5 foot is 150 centimeters, and 6 inches is 15. So then 150, 165, and an extra inch. An inch is 3 centimeters. So 168 centimeters, 168 centimeters would be like by doing the math in my mind. I'd be 100 and so a meter 67, 68, somewhere around there. A meter 68. I'm I can actually do the conversions normally in my head if it wasn't so late. Like normally I could pretty much do but yeah, no, and I'm right. It's 168, 168 centimeters. Well, a meter 68. There we go. That was you in Blades of Glory. Exactly, exactly. But why do you think the hockey players went and did the numbers with the figure skating girls? Huh? Why do you think some players went 4 years in a row? I'll let you guys do the I'll let you guys tie the numbers together in that one. But yeah, it was I can't talk about this on stream just in case my wife would ever fall on this. What's oh BB3? Oh my God. I saw you write that Frenchie and I didn't read it because I was like, what's BB3? I'm like, I'm like, what the hell is that? But then I just realized it's Beach Boys 3, the freaking stupid game, yeah, with the pink nipples. Exactly. Exactly. Actually, I don't want to look like them. They made the characters look like me because I'm way older than the game. Oh, man, I'm slow, guys. It's like it's almost we're getting to 2 a.m. here. Come on. The mental is slowing down. Okay? The mental is slowing. But that's it. I don't try to look like them. they try to look like me because I'm way older than the game. Come on. No, I got dark. I got dark. Like honestly, you ask me what color they are, and I don't know. I didn't know by heart. No, no, I got the darkness. I got the radioactive pink. Yeah, I know. But okay. Anyway, guys, it's enough of that before I start saying even stupider shit. Um, was super fun. We're gonna hang out some more this week. Um, I'm not. Look, I don't want to promise I'm gonna stream late every night because I'm gonna get like I can't do that. Uh, just like from a mental perspective, like I do eventually need to go to bed early a couple of days, get up early, and you know what I mean, like get on the groove. But we're gonna stream late, quite like at least a few nights this week. So if any of you are still up, we're gonna be hunting some monsters. We're gonna be fighting some Chinese half man, half beast dragons and shit in Wukong. Um, Also, I saw that there's DLC coming out for RoboCop, and I still haven't started RoboCop. So I'm like, dang, gonna have to try and do some RoboCoping in there too. I actually watched RoboCop yesterday again, the original movie. It's back on Prime in Canada. I was wanting to watch RoboCop for like the last month, and it wasn't on any of the streaming services. And now it's back on Prime in Canada. So I actually watched RoboCop 1 yesterday. I was like, fuck yeah. Is that the one where they added the blast move in? Because that's the one I covered a few weeks ago on whatchamacallit. That like now you have stat upgrades for the Power Rangers, and you have a move where you can sacrifice health for like a screen clearing move. If it's that's the update, because I didn't know it had another one. I don't think it had another one because they said that was the final one that's going to be on the physical version coming out soon. Did I tell you all you guys that I did get the deluxe edition of Cyber Shadow? No, I didn't pick up Freddy Farmer. I did not pick it up yet because I knew I wasn't going to have time to play it. So I'm trying to be more strategic in my game purchases in the sense that I want to purchase them when I'm going to have time to play them, because or else I forget about them. And I never did the unboxing video. And guys, these are the games I bought over the last 2 months without the special editions. I have 5 or 6 special editions on top of these are the physical games I bought over the last like since December. So like 3 months now. I really have to do that unboxing video. It keeps adding up and up. And like I said, those are the normal ones. And then I have like the special edition ones that I bought as well. So it's like I don't know. Like the problem is the more I wait, the more games I have, and the more unsurmountable the task seems. And I'm like, how is that video gonna turn out if I'm unboxing like no joke, I'm gonna be unboxing like 30 games. Like it's gonna be a 2-hour video. It's like, what the fudge? Okay. Anyway, guys, I've said it a couple of times. I have to go now. I have to go because or else we're just going to keep chatting, chatting, chatting. And look, it's not that I wouldn't love to, but um, unfortunately, there's stuff to do. So, love you guys. Thank you so much for showing up. And as usual, I hope I'll see all of you in my next video. And like I said, if you're looking for the replay, it'll be on the side channel, most likely tomorrow morning-ish.